What's up, guys? Welcome back. Dane's Great Journey. Checking back in with another video. Video number 3 in our video series on peak level performance, where I teach you how to take your life to the next level in terms of energy management, in terms of having lots of energy to do everything you need to do, how to perform, how to feel good, how to be excited about your life every single day, and to show that in how you speak, how you act with others, and just perform, set goals, and achieve everything you've ever wanted, guys. You know, in the last year of my life, I've really studied this stuff, implemented it in my life, and have just changed so many things, guys, that I want to share with you in these videos that can help you take your life to the next level. Okay? So if you haven't watched the last 2 videos in the series, go back and watch those first 2 videos, because that's where we really establish a baseline before getting into more of the implementable things, okay? So watch those 2 videos. Before we start this video, I want you to grab a pen real quick and a piece of paper, because we're going to do a process today that's going to help you set goals, specific goals, okay? We're going to start with one specific goal, and we're going to completely outline a way of managing that goal so you get closer to it every single day. Now, before you ask, I already have a goal, Dane, like I don't need to watch this video, hold on for just a second, okay? Because I'm going to show you a way of setting up a goal that's completely different than you've ever done it before. Something that actually helps you manage that goal and helps you work towards it every single day, okay, guys? This is a process I've learned, and I've been working on goal setting for about a year now, and this is the best way I've ever done it, okay? It's gonna keep track of everything, establish a baseline, get you to getting towards that goal closer in every single day, okay, guys? So, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, pause the video, and we're going to get right into it, guys. Okay, so we're talking about goal setting, okay? Grab a piece of paper. We're going to outline a system for helping you get to that goal the best way possible, manage it, all that good stuff, guys, okay? Because what does a system do when you think about a system? It produces a predictable result. Think about if I was to take a recipe from the best pie maker in the world, and they taught me that recipe, and I could take that recipe, I could implement it, and I could get a predictable result. I could get the same result that he gets when he makes that pie or she makes that pie, because it's a system, guys. That's how we need to think when we're setting up goals. How can I create a process that's predictable, that creates something at the end of the amount of time I set that for, okay? Because if it's going to take me 30 minutes to bake a pie and get a really good result, get something that tastes amazing and is just awesome, it's the same thing for setting a goal. If I want to lose 10 pounds, I create a system of slowly getting there every single day that moves me towards it and produces a predictable result of losing 10 pounds and getting me to that goal, or making $10,000 extra in my income at the end of the year, okay, guys? So we're going to produce a system. That's how I want you to think about it, guys. We are producing a system that helps us get towards a predictable result, okay? So, first thing we're going to write down on this paper is, where am I at currently? That's what I want you to write down, okay? Just at the top. Where am I at currently? Question mark. Underline it, and then say, whatever, in relation to your goal, where are you? Because before we start and set this goal, we need to be focused on where it is we're at right now. If you don't know where you are now, it's going to be harder to, set a goal for where you want to go, okay? So let's get clear. I'm at 155 pounds. I'm making $10,000 a year net income, okay? Whatever it is in relation to your goal. So write that down first, and then we'll get into the next step of the process. So the next step of the process, if you've written that down, pause this video if you haven't, is defining your goal now. And there's going to be 3 things we do here in defining this goal is going to be the way you set it up, okay? So, when we set a goal, we need to set a destination, we need to set a timeline, and we need to say it in the present tense. There's something about saying things in the present tense, guys, that stimulates your mind to work towards it. You guys ever, learn about your subconscious and how your subconscious can take in, millions and millions of information at once? This is what happens. We stimulate our subconscious mind by telling ourselves something that's already done or that we think is done, to program our mind in a way that helps us work towards that goal. So that's the whole thing with setting a goal in the present tense. The next thing, guys, is setting a deadline on when you want to achieve it by, and then defining what it actually is that you want to achieve. So, to give you an example of a weight loss goal, I weigh 155 pounds by August 30th, 2014. What did I do? I said I weigh, so I put it in the present tense, telling myself and my mind that I've already achieved this, to work creatively and coming up with more ideas on how to do that, especially if your goal is a little bit more creative. Like say you have to come up with some new innovative ideas for a company you're involved in. It involves a lot of creative work. This is so good for that, okay? And then I said I weigh 155 pounds, so it was a clear, specific thing I wanted. And then I said by a certain date, August 30th. So whatever it is your goal, your main goal right now, we'll do it for your main goal. I want you to write that down right now with, in the present tense, with specific of what it is you want and by a certain time, okay? Write that down. That's the next thing, guys, in this system. All right, next, we're going to go to the third thing, okay? Now, this is one of the most important things. So, I want you to write, who do I need to become? Question mark, underline it. Think about this statement, guys. Who do you need to become in order to attract and attain this goal that you have? In order to have something you've never had before, you're going to need to become someone you've never become before yet. Think about that. That's what Jim Rohn said, one of the most powerful statements I've ever heard. In order to have more, you got to become more. In order for me to make $1 million, I need to learn and become someone I've never become because I've never had that type of money before. So think about the things that you need to become in terms of being able to have that. You need to learn new things. You need to get a clear sense of, some skills and some mindsets of what that thing is that you want. Okay, so if it's the weight loss, think about in terms of like, if I've never been 130 pounds or 150 pounds or 220 pounds or whatever it is you're trying to get to, I need to become someone who, sets goals, who is diligent in the gym, who is, aware of what I'm eating, things like that. Or if I want to save $10,000 extra this year, I need to create disciplines of saving money. I need to become someone who is in control of my finances. It knows where every dollar is being spent. So things like that. So who do I need to become? Write a couple things you need to become in order to have what it is you've never had before. Okay? That's the third thing in this system, guys. The next thing we're going to talk about is what are the habits and disciplines that you are going to need to create in your life to help you get to that goal. Think about it in terms of weight loss. I need to create habits of working out consistently. I need to create habits of eating healthier food. I need to create disciplines of going to bed early so I know I can get up. Going to bed late. I'm going to bed early so I can get up early. You see what I mean though, guys? These are habits and disciplines I need to do and I need to expand on and I need to think about so I can actually put those into my life and actually, get to where I want to go. Because if we create habits in our life, these are things we do over and over again. Guys, we're creatures of habit. We do things habitually, whether we're conscious of it or not. You might be unconscious of, eating Taco Bell at 4 in the morning every weekend, but you still do it. Something that's like habit, or watching 4 hours of TV every single day. It's habit. You do it. Your body craves it. You want it. You do it every single day. But the thing is, you can change your habits. You can create habits that are actually going to get you to something that's better and more, fulfilling than just watching TV or eating junk food every single day. Guys, so we gotta define the habits and disciplines that you're going to need to embark on and put into your life that are going to help you get to that goal. Okay? And we'll talk about implementing those habits in just a second, but we need to cover one more thing. So, you wrote what habits and disciplines what habits and just write, what are the habits and disciplines I need to expand on, or I need to create, okay? Underline, write a couple things in relation to your goal. The next thing is, what are the poor habits and behaviors I need to get rid of? So, the TV watching, the eating junk food at lunch every single day, okay? Like the things that you do that are setting you back from achieving your goal. The money you are constantly spending every single day on coffee that you could be saving and investing that can help you make more money at the end of the year. Stuff like that, guys. That's the stuff we need to be aware of because we are unconscious of what we're doing, okay? Once you become conscious, once you know what's going on in your life, it changes everything, guys, okay? The last thing, implementation. Just write implementation. Now this is our implementation routine and how we're going to implement it. I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks right now, guys, that are going to help you stay on, following through on those habits, following through on that goal, and moving you closer towards that goal. So for the implementation routine, we want to write down now, in alignment with those good habits that we say we need to, expand on, and put those into an implementation routine. I will give you a perfect example of this, guys, okay? So if I want to lose let's say 10, 20 pounds, right? I need to create the good habits of eating healthy, hitting the gym, but I want to, in my implementation process, I want to be specific on the days I'm going to actually train and work out, and I want to do those workouts at the same time. Because when you develop a new habit, it's easy for your body to adapt to something when it's done every single day at the same time, or if it's 4 times a week in terms of like lifting and stuff like that, or eating healthy. Replacing my junk food lunch with a healthy snack that I make for breakfast before I leave the house. And in order to make that breakfast, I have to get up 30 minutes earlier. So you see how these things like align with each other, but if you do them consistently every single day, they change one thing, that changes another thing, that neglects the poor habit you have. You see how that all works together? So simple to do, guys. You know, getting up 30 minutes earlier, packing my gym bag before I go to bed, so it's there, sitting there for me waking up. 30 minutes up early to pack my lunch, that's healthy, now negates my lunch that I would go get that's unhealthy. So, we want to create an implementation routine. I'm going to do this every day, this every day, this every day. 2 or 3 things, guys. It doesn't have to be crazy. These things are easy to do, guys. It's not very hard to do. Depending on your goal, obviously, but if you can work and chip at it every single day a little bit, it's going to get you closer. Even if you don't hit your goal, you're going to come so much closer to it, and then you can realign. You can reset that goal. It's not a big deal, guys. It's about moving forward and growing and getting towards something, a core human need that we need as humans. Okay? So I want you to outline that implementation routine. Just 3 things you're going to do every single day, or maybe every single week, at the same time every single day. And it's systematic. It's something that's, repeatable, something that you can put into your daily routine that negates the bad habits and aligns you with the good habits. And I want to leave you with something, guys. This is what Jim Rohn said too. He's been a valuable teacher in my life. And he said, when you develop these habits and stuff like that, they're not necessarily hard to do. They're kind of easy if you think about it, And he said, but the easy things in life are also easy not to do. You could be watching this video right now, and you could have maybe not grabbed a pen or a paper and not written down anything because it's easy not to do. It's easy to do, write down little things here and there, get up 30 minutes earlier a day. It's not that hard to do. Eat a healthier lunch instead of a, junk food lunch. It's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So what I want to leave you with, guys, is don't neglect to do the things that are easy to do, that can really take your life to the next level. Okay, guys? So, hope you did that whole structure, that whole system of that goal. And you can set this up for more than one goal, guys. If you want to, really challenge yourself and set it up for a couple goals, by all means, go for it, guys. But remember, don't try and change so much at once. Try and do little easy things, and then start challenging yourself more. That's exactly how I started. The first thing I got started with when I started learning about improving myself is I started working on time management. How can I effectively manage my time more to be able to do more things? And I focused on that until I got good at it. And then I added another thing. And then I added another thing. And now I'm to the point where I'm adding so many extra things onto my life that just challenge me like crazy. That's the fun of life, guys. We want to challenge ourselves. We want to become the best we can. Don't you want to be, someone who other people look at who are just like, dude, that person, that guy or that girl, they just get so much done. They are like, how do they do all that? You do all that when you know what's going on and you work. You work harder. But you create systematized routines and habits. So you get all the bad habits out, you start getting all the good habits out, you start enhancing your life, you start having more vibrancy, more energy, more vitality. You feel great all day long. I'm telling you guys, personal experience. I feel great all day long. I have unending energy, waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. every single day, and I just feel amazing, guys, because I know where I'm going. I'm aligned with my purpose, what I talked about in the last video, and I'm just moving towards goals, guys, and holding myself accountable and building new habits every single day. So I challenge you guys to do this assignment, implement it in your life. I know it's